the channel if you're new here. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Due to some delays in the shipping of parts for the Evo, thank you COVID-19, and I hope that everyone out there is safe and will continue to stay that way from this COVID-19. We are definitely practicing social distancing here at the channel, and you can see that throughout this video. But we decided to go ahead and introduce you to the newest vehicle here on the channel. And so without further ado, here we have the 2014 Audi A6 Quattro 3.0T all-wheel drive. This vehicle has sport mode as well as a number of luxury options to go along with its performance options. More than I would have expected out of a luxury sedan. And under the hood we have a 3.0 liter V6 putting out about 310 horsepower at 325 foot-pounds of torque with an 8-speed automatic transmission. So first interior feature I want to cover here is you've got the blind spot assist, which you can turn on and off with this button here. That flashes a light in your mirror, letting you know if there's a vehicle in your blind spot. Then our favorite feature between me and my fiance here is the preset seat settings, because you can set one for one driver and set two for the other driver, and that way whichever driver is getting in the car can press and hold their button and the seat will adjust to their settings. Then here you've got the adjustment for your mirror, for your left and right of the mirror. And then you've also got the heated mirror setting that you can turn on and off there as well. Then, of course, you've got the standard window controls, front, back, and then you can set your child locks on left or right here on this. And then your trunk release is right here. So that covers the door. Back door here, pretty simple on features because it's for the back. You got your normal door locks. Then you've got your tweeter here for the speaker system and your mid-sub range here. Then, you got your window control and the flashback to the old days. You've even got an ashtray. It pretty much covers the side door, and they've got pretty nice trim, as you've noticed, on each of the doors. Now here in the back of the car, we've got another array of nice features. You've got the back has their own vents, which they can adjust the angle and how much the vents are open. Something the kids loved in the wintertime is there's heated seats for the driver and passenger sides of this. They've got the climate control here where they can turn it up to warmer or colder. And then there's also two outlets right there so that they can hook up their tablets or laptops via an inverter or any number of devices there. Another big feature, if you've got kids that might be in a car seat, as you can see here, it's got two of the car seat securing points. It's got that on both sides. Then you've got a big tray here in the middle of the armrest when you fold it down, as well as 2 drink holders. And this is the lockable trunk access that's behind the center armrest. Here we've got the huge trunk of this Audi A6, where you could probably fit me in there. Then the trunk also has these hook points here. There's 2 on this side, there's 2 on the other side, and then it's also got a 12-volt power supply right there if you wanted to hook up something here in the trunk. Like there's some coolers that you can hook up to the car, and that helps them to keep everything cool. And it's got your normal spare tire and wheel changing hardware here, where you just click this one trigger, pull it up, and then everything's under there. All the equipment is under the spare tire.
Alright, so now let's cover some of the interior up here for the cockpit of the Audi. So to start with, it's push button start. So you just put your foot on the brake, push the button, starts up, brings up the Audi MMI dash right there in the middle. With the Audi
MMI dash, you've got a whole number of features. Right now it's on the navigation feature. You
push the button here, switches it over to your radio. You can switch it over to media, which would be if you had any USBs hooked up or anything like that. Switch it over to your telephone, and this shows that it's currently connected to my phone. Then you can go back to the main menu here, and you've also got car settings, car info, all your radio adjust systems for the Bose sound system that the A6 Quattro has, which we'll cover this more in depth in another video and tutorial showing you how to use all the features of it. It's got an electric parking brake. This is the automatic with the sport mode. So once you have it in gear, you just tap it down one extra time, and that switches it from standard mode to sport mode. And it's got heated seats for both the driver and passenger, as well as your standard climate control features. You can turn off your traction control by choice. You can turn off your parking assist by choice. And it also has a blind spot alert system that you can turn on and off by choice with a button too. And here on the driver's dash, you've got your normal temperature, fuel, your speedometer, your odometer, your RPM gauge, and a number of features here in their digital dash, which again, we'll cover that more in depth in another video. On steering wheel, you can switch to navigation. It's got a heated steering wheel that you can also turn on and off. You've got your volume control for your radio, and this is where you navigate your menus for the dash display. And it does have a regular CD player as well here in the center. Behind this plate is where you have your SIM card, because the vehicle is also capable of being connected to various mobile providers to allow the car to have Wi-Fi and be a Wi-Fi hotspot for you.
A couple other little minor features here on the inside is you've got this change tray, or whatever tray you want up here. You just push it like that, it'll close back up. Then the feature that so many cars don't have good of, the drink holders. It has 2 drink holders that'll fit average size cups. Then,
and last but not least of the interior features is you've got the moonroof, sunroof here, so you can just push back here, opens that all the way up, or if you just want a little extra breeze, you can push that for the sunroof. Then you've got the 3 garage controls here, which will allow you to be able to program up to 3 garage door openers. We've got our regular lights, and you'll notice these little holes here. Those are its own little red night lights that it has, just to give you some ambient lighting in the area. You've got your microphone and speakers for the car audio system if you have your phone connected to the car. Then here on the mirror, it's actually got a power button where you can turn on and off its smart night dimming, which that affects this mirror as well as your side mirrors for the smart night dimming. That pretty much covers the majority of the interior features I want to cover for this video.
So another feature that the Audi's got is auto closing mirrors. So after the car's been running, then when you lock it, pulls the mirrors back out of the way all on its own. So a couple other little things with the Audi too is it's got where you can lock it or unlock it with key, and then it's got this little swipe pad right here that as long as you have the key on you, you can swipe to lock or unlock the car. It's also got rotors all the way around, multi-piston calipers. From the factory, they're not painted, but you could if you wanted to make them look a little sportier and protect them a little more from the weather. It's got intelligent wipers, so the system actually detects the amount of rain that is coming down and adjusts your wiper speed accordingly on its own. And of course, you can manually adjust that as well. So that pretty much wraps up the basics of the Audi. I've had it since November now, and we've used it for a few road trips, plenty of room for the kids, me and the fiance. You did great through the winter. Loved the heated seats, the heated mirrors, and a couple of my buddies were kind of surprised at the Hideaway MMI dash that it's got. I like it. It's something that's a little less obvious for thieves that maybe want to look and try to steal your radio, because most of them have the correct intelligence level to not even realize where the radio's at. And pretty much got the bases covered. We'll be doing a future video on everything that's available in the dash display, and we'll be doing another video that's an overall coverage of the MMI system in the Audi. This vehicle overall, I have to say, it's got pretty good pickup. The supercharger in it's got a good response time on it, as superchargers generally do, and it's got pretty good handling. The blind spot warning is a phenomenal feature. It can be annoying in heavy traffic because it'll flash a lot, but I usually leave it on because it's kind of earned its keep. There's been a couple of times where it's come in handy having it. So that's about all there is for this video. Thanks for coming. Hopefully you found this informative. If you want to see what's coming with the Audi or the Evo in the future, don't forget to hit the subscribe down here. And also, don't forget to hit the little bell notification to let you know as soon as our latest videos are posted. Thanks for coming. Stay safe. Have a great day.